Haryana goes for elections in a single phase on October 5. There are 90 assembly seats in Haryana. So why is this relatively small state, which sends just 10 members to parliament, so keenly watched? Here are 10 things that you must know about Haryana elections. First up, the political snapshot. 36 biradaris or 36 communities, it is said, live together peacefully in Haryana. But for long, Jats, who constitute 25% of the population of Haryana, have dominated the politics. The community has given the state most of its chief ministers, from Bhajan Lal, Bansi Lal, Bhupinder Singh Hooda and Om Prakash Chautala, were all Jats. The families of these former chief ministers have controlled the politics of Haryana for decades. Hisar, Bhiwani, Mahendragarh, Rohtak, Jhajjar, Sonipat, Jind and Kaithal form the heart of Haryana's Jat belt. Haryana's politics has traditionally been a Congress and INLD fight for Jat votes. Now we'll understand how has politics changed. The politics so far has been Jat dominated, but it changed in 2014 when BJP, so far a junior partner of INLD in Haryana, initiated a new social engineering experiment. It courted the considerable non-Jat votes. In the run-up to 2014 assembly elections, BJP carefully wooed this dormant political constituency by pitting Punjabi candidates against Jat leaders. This paid off. It bagged 47 of 90 assembly seats. BJP consolidated this gain by making Manohar Lal Khattar, a Punjabi, the chief minister. But in 2016, the peaceful coexistence of the 36 biradaris was shattered as Jats unleashed a violent agitation demanding reservation. In the 2019 elections, BJP lost considerable grounds and could not cross the majority mark of 45 in the state. The newly formed Jananayak Janata Party gave the much-needed support of 10 MLAs for BJP to form a stable government. So why is the election being keenly watched? Here's what we know. Haryana elections have come just 4 months after the recently concluded parliamentary elections. The assembly elections in the state have traditionally always mirrored the results of parliamentary elections. In 2014, BJP cornered 7 of 10 seats in Lok Sabha elections and Congress was down to 1. In the assembly elections, 4 months later, BJP got a clear majority, winning 47 seats. In 2019 parliamentary elections, BJP swept all 10 parliamentary seats and emerged as the single largest party later in assembly elections. But this time, the elections come months after BJP has lost half of the 10 seats. The anti-incumbency against the ruling party is evident, and there is bitter infighting. But will it be mirrored in the assembly elections? So as we know, it's a divided BJP. It's a divided house after the exit of Manohar Lal Khattar, who is now a central minister. And the baton has been passed on to Naib Singh Saini. Now, the new chief minister, a known Khattar loyalist, has barely got any time to leave an administrative imprint. On top of this, there are many claimants for his job. This bitter infighting, combined with the number of rebels in Polfrey, are posing major challenge before the BJP. Then we have a Resurgent Congress. Fresh from reclaiming lost ground in the Lok Sabha elections, Congress is on a high. Even in the 2019 assembly elections, it was really at a sniffing distance from victory. It had 131 seats. In fact, many feel had the Congress projected Jat strongman Bhupinder Hooda as the chief ministerial candidate unequivocally, Congress may have even formed the government in 2019. But 2024 is a different story. There is obvious anti-incumbency against BJP, and Congress is sensing an opportunity. New alliances to watch out for. So there are some really new, interesting alliances in place in the state. The Jananayak Janata Party, JJP, which is a former ally of BJP, is in alliance with the newly formed Uttar Pradesh-based party, Azad Samaj Party, Kanchiram, ASP, Kanchiram. Together, the alliance partners are eyeing the Jat and the Dalit vote bank. Interestingly, another alliance is looking for a similar combination, INLD and Bahujan Samaj Party. The two parties are coming together in Haryana after 10 years. A very interesting combination to watch out for. Now, we come to Aam Aadmi Party. Is it a factor? A lot has changed since the 2019 elections in Haryana when AAP tested poll waters in Haryana. AAP, which was in power at that time only in Delhi, has formed a government in neighbouring Punjab in 2022. Over the last 3 years, AAP has also tried to build its organisation in Haryana, especially in districts neighbouring Delhi and Punjab. It also has tried to push its national convener Arvind Kejriwal as a Haryanvi. In the run-up to the elections, AAP tried to forge an alliance with Congress, but it all came down to the number of seats that Congress was willing to part. AAP was willing to settle for 7 to 10 of 90 seats, but Congress was willing to part with only 3 for Aam Aadmi Party. At the end, the alliance talks failed, and AAP is now planning to contest all 90 seats. Its poll pitch is the 5 guarantees of free education, power, medical treatment, and allowance for women and employment for the youth. Now, what are the factors turning the Haryana elections? Caste has always been the overriding factor in Haryana. But there are 3 other factors that could impact the elections this time. There are 2 major sources of employment for the youths in the state: farming and armed forces. The farmers have been protesting against delays in compensation for damaged crops and demanding an MSP guarantee law. BJP has not been able to address either. The state also sends a large number of personnel to the armed forces. There is obvious anger against the Agniveer scheme, which promises 4 years of employment to the youth. Haryana also is a vibrant training ground for our wrestlers. The wrestlers are an angry lot with the way BJP treated women wrestlers who were alleging sexual misconduct by Wrestling Federation of India Chief Brij Bhushan. The Dalit vote. Apart from Jats, Dalits form a considerable chunk of about 20% in the state. This vote bank has voted either for the Congress or BSP. This time, there are new entrants like Chandrasekhar's ASP Kanchiram who could court this vote. So it could really turn any way. Close contests. Over 1/3 of Haryana Assembly seats witnessed a close contest in 2019 elections. These were won by a margin less than 10,000 votes, some even as low as 602. Now all alliances in AAP have fielded candidates on these seats this time. This could mean fragmentation of the opposition vote. So it could also be advantage BJP as the incumbent party had won 15 of these 32 seats in 2019. So these are the 10 things you need to watch out for in the Haryana elections. We'll bring you more closer to the elections. Keep watching this space.